SIGHTSEE the Tarot is a series on my channel through which I take you on a tour of tarot books, spreads, techniques and tips, different decks, and more. Today's video tutorial will be a hands-on workshop, so please watch while you're seated comfortably in front of your reading space with a deck of cards ready to go. You're also going to want pen and paper nearby. This is the 9-card Tarot Oracle spread under Method 1, called the Open Face Spread, which you'll find in Jung and Tarot, an Archetypal Journey by Sallie Nichols. Jung and Tarot was first published in 1980 by Weiser Books and will be re-released this year in 2019 with a new foreword by Mary K. Greer, so keep on the lookout for that. It'll be under a new title, Tarot and the Archetypal Journey, the Jungian Path from Darkness to Light, due out May 1st, 2019. Personally, I can't wait for it. For now, let's check back with the 1980 edition. The author Sallie Nichols is consistently clear at several points in her book that she doesn't use the tarot for fortune-telling or for predicting specific future events. Instead, she views the cards as, quote, symbolic pictures of archetypal forces operating in all aspects of life at various times, forces that demand our attention now in the present moment. Although Nichols doesn't intentionally set out to predict the future, she does note that what comes up in a tarot reading almost invariably relates to events that may take place in the future, and the self-awareness that happens during a reading will have profound implications for the future. Viewed in this way, one might say that reading the tarot symbolically rather than literally doesn't predict a given future. Rather, it offers us opportunities to participate in the creation of a new and unpredictable future. Nichols reminds us that the cards are symbolic rather than literal, so she reminds us that death has no implication of literal death and the hanged man has no literal meaning of torture or punishment. These were the examples she gave in her book. Now let's work through Nichols's 9-card tarot oracle spread together. To start, look through your tarot deck, face up, and pick out 9 cards that immediately and intuitively catch your attention. Don't take too much time thinking about the cards or processing why you like what you like. Just go with your quick first impressions. Be spontaneous. Go on your whims. You may want to pause the video here so you have time to pick out your 9 cards, but do be quick about it. This should be a very fast, thoughtless process operating on a subconscious, even unconscious level. Lay out your 9 cards and study them. Choose one of the 9 cards that best depicts yourself at the present moment. This is the card of you. Remember, this wasn't a card pulled at random in a divinatory way. You chose this card from the 9 face-up cards. This is the card you felt most drawn to as being symbolic of you in the present moment. Now turn the remaining 8 cards face down. Write down either a wish or a question, either something you want to make happen into your life or an inquiry you'd like to present to the tarot and get an answer for. Pause the video here if you need more time. Now gather up the 8 cards face down and shuffle them. As you shuffle, focus on your wish or question. Try to get the 8 cards as randomized as possible, meanwhile repeating your wish or question over and over, almost like a mantra in repetition, entering a meditative state. Now, when you're ready, deal out 4 of those 8 cards and set them aside. You've now set down 4 more cards in addition to card 1. These are cards 2, 3, 4, and 5. The 4 cards you're setting aside are going to be the oracle cards. Card 5 is going to be the signifier. Note that here, Nichols is using the term signifier differently from how I use the term in holistic tarot. Card 5 here is not the significator card. It's just a card we're going to identify as the signifier. Also, on your tabletop, as you set down these cards, make sure you are leaving enough space to form a cross of cards around card 1, the card of you. Of the remaining 4 face-down cards, choose one at random and set it down into your spread as card 6, to the left of card 1. This is the recent past. Of the 3 remaining face-down cards, choose another and set it down as card 7. This denotes the present. Of the 2 remaining cards, choose one at random and set it down to the right of card 1 into the spread. This is card 8, which will reveal to you the immediate future. Now position the final card into the place of card 9. This is the distant future, or the year to come. Return to cards 2, 3, 4, and 5, card 5 being the signifier. Turn them over face up to see your results. Now take out your pen and paper to record your reading results. Pause the video here if you need more time. Let's revisit card 5, the signifier. This is called the signifier by Nichols because it is the most significant of the 4 oracle cards. The signifier is the answer to your question, or the response from the universe to what you had wished for. This is the thesis, what you most need to know about the matter at hand. If you remember nothing else about this reading, card 5 is your takeaway. Card 2, Card 3, and Card 4 are the oracle cards representing the influences at work in connection with your question or wish. These 3 are the influence cards that explain the trajectory or direction your life is going in and what's leading up to Card 5, the signifier. For the tarot beginner, look up the card meanings in your favorite tarot book, like maybe Holistic Tarot. Or if you're working with my tarot deck, the Spirit Keeper's Tarot, then maybe check the entries in the Medium White book. This is a totally free PDF download, by the way, so if you haven't downloaded a copy for yourself yet, check out the link in the video description box. For the tarot reader at an intermediate level, consider any recurring symbolism and try to pin down what your unconscious mind is trying to tell your conscious mind through that symbol. By your own culture, your own interpretations, what does that recurring symbol mean? Use your favorite methods of pattern spotting here to read the landscape of cards holistically. Listen to your own intuition. Do you hear any words being whispered into your inner ear? Does your own tongue feel drawn to utter certain words or phrases? Pay attention to your emotions. And for the advanced tarot readers, perhaps integrate the tarot symbolism with astrology, numerology, and other systems of thought. Note your card 5, the signifier, and then check the Tree of Life correspondence in the reference tables at the back of the free Medium White book. Cross-reference each of the cards to its numerological significance to help augment your interpretation of the cards within each of its noted positions. For me, because I like to integrate the I Ching with the tarot, I look for the 6 most prominent cards in the spread and construct an I Ching hexagram out of it. Passive elemental cards are assigned yin and active elementals are assigned yang. Carl Jung was fascinated with the I Ching and close friends with Richard Wilhelm, who authored perhaps the most famous translation of the I Ching into the English language. Sallie Nichols also makes references to the I Ching in her tarot book. Then the order the cards were drawn into the spread is the order the I Ching hexagram is constructed, bottom up. If you're interested in learning I Ching divination, I offer an online independent study course on it, which comes with both the full translation of the I Ching along with the short form oracles. It also comes with printable files for a 64-card I Ching oracle deck. You can order the course materials from my website linked in the video description box. You can also combine this reading technique with spell crafting and use your card results to inform what you need to do in terms of energy manifestation to make sure that your goals are achieved. The 9-card open face spread by Sallie Nichols is great to use when reading for yourself or reading for others. Use it in a tarot reading exchange. Gather a group of your tarot friends and go through this workshop together. Discuss your results, and if you liked this reading approach, be sure to keep your eye out for the May 2019 re-release of Jung and Tarot with a foreword by Greer.